Clover. I'm here today making Love Struck, which is one of our most popular soaps that we make, and we're making it just in time for Valentine's Day. Hope everybody had a great holiday. We did. We were visiting friends and family. Whoa. Already with the messes here. I packed some extra paper towels just for this occasion. So yeah, we went out of town. We visited some dear friends of ours, and then we came back, spent time with family, and it was just really nice. It's been a busy December. I'm really excited for the new year. I have a lot of goals that I want to accomplish. So I'm super excited to start those, get those going. So in Love Struck, I've already poured my sodium hydroxide solution in here. The oils are mango butter, sweet almond oil, coconut oil, and olive oil, so all the good stuff. We're gonna mix this up real quick before we start adding all the fun stuff to it. This one is a pretty simple bar, but it's got a little something special in the middle. And I think that I'm going to change up the design just a little bit, and we're going to jazz up the top too. So usually it's just a gray bar with a little pink heart in it, but I think we're going to just, like I said, make the top a little special too this time. So to make the gray bar, I just add charcoal powder, just enough to make it like a really nice soft gray. Let's see if that is enough. Oh yeah, I think this is going to be the perfect amount. And then the fragrance it's like a fruity top notes with a little floral underneath. I really like it, and I don't know, I feel like there's definitely a little bit of maybe even a vanilla note in there. It's just really nice. Nice trace right now. So trace is soap maker lingo for the thickening up of soap. That's because your sodium hydroxide is starting to bind with your oils and your butters. So you see how you can see where I'm dripping? That's a nice trace. Smells so good. I love it. So that's a really pretty gray color. So here's what we're gonna do. I've got my mold here, 5 pounds. So I have already made these little embeds. They're just melt and pour soap. Melt and pour is just soap that's already been made. You can heat it up in the microwave, you pour it into molds. You usually see the kits at like Hobby Lobby or Michael's or other craft stores. But you can color them, and I've just colored these with some pink mica. And so I made a bunch of them, and then I put them together like this. All I did was put rubbing alcohol on them, and it kind of makes them adhere to each other. So I made them in these little columns here. It just makes it faster for whenever I put them in. So let's get to pouring before we get too thick here. Oh, this just smells so good. This is one of my favorite soaps to make, for sure. So I like to go about that much right there, probably. And then we're gonna get all the air bubbles out. All right, so now what we're gonna do is hope that it's thick enough that the embeds don't sink all the way to the bottom first. We're gonna take a little bit of rubbing alcohol. This does not stay in the soap. It does evaporate whenever the soap starts to cure. So we're just gonna take it and go through like that. This is going to help the embeds adhere to the soap. So, so that, you know, whenever you go to use it, so now what we're gonna do, pour the rest on there, very, very gently. And I like to just go down the middle first, just to make sure that there's no like air bubbles. Just very gently. And then scrape it out, and then we're going to run a chopstick through there too, because the first time I ever made this, it came out great, but there was a line, a distinct line, where I had poured the 2 layers. So I found that if you run a chopstick line down the sides there, it helps. On the top, like I said, I wanted to kind of, whoops. Cool. So now we're going to tap it out here. Ooh. Kind of run this through here, just like that. So it kind of has like that cohesive look, like it didn't look like you just did this in a couple steps. Okay, so we're gonna make a cute little top here. I'm thinking, I hadn't really thought about it too much. I just know I want to do some mica swirls on top, and then so I'm gonna need this. some mica swirls on top with a little salt line, I think. So I think what we're just gonna do is take this and just kind of, I love the contrast. That, I don't know, contrasting colors are and have always kind of been my thing. I forgot what to tell you what I'm putting on here. This is just some salt that I have just colored with the same pink mica that I used for the heart embeds and for the mica line on top, so, or the mica swirl on top. So, and I think that we are done. So I really like the way that this came out. I like the mica swirl on top. That's going to be really pretty whenever it sets up, and then the little salts, they just kind of add a little something extra. And then we will be back in about 24 to 48 hours to cut into this, and it should have little bitty hearts in there like this. Hopefully they all work out whenever we cut it. Back. It's been 48 hours since we made this guy. Let me get it into frame here. So this is, here, we'll just go around like this. This is the top of our Love Struck. Whee! Alright, and then as you can see, there's a little heart there. Hopefully that is the way it looks throughout the soap. Alrighty, so we are going to just cut our end piece off. Oh, nice and crisp.